Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
We've seen Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle be one of the biggest proponents of using timeouts to alter the opponent's momentum. He said, if you get hit by big runs early, you've got to be willing to take some timeouts because it's a first quarter game. And Kevin, if you look at the numbers, it actually makes sense. The early lead is highly predictive as far as wins and losses.
That may surprise some. The first quarter has that kind of value, but it does. Thanks, DA. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they head out on the road to face the Warriors in San Francisco. And then on Friday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got the Bulldozer. Payne out there with Mr. Fundamentals. And it's Preston in at the 4 slot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Williams. The professor out there with Shake and Bake. And it's Farrell in at the 3. Looking at the schedule, Doris, about halfway through the season, some teams that started out very hot and were winning like crazy have now come back to earth. They've cooled a bit. They've leveled out.
I think inevitably over the course of an 82-game season, NBA players will tell you there are always ups and downs and waves of success and then the tough moments. And the best teams seem to be able to weather all of that. Not get too high when they're playing well, not get too low if they're in the middle of a slump.
Lewis gets the bucket.
Yeah, great body control, and no one was around on defense to contest.
And the pass to Payne. Here's the 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's the professor. Six on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Cross passes to the Bulldozer. Launches it. Cans it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Lewis. An 11-point game for him in the win against Portland. Here's the professor. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Farrell. Lewis on the wing. Pass to the professor. Farrell kicks to Lewis. Here's Williams. Preston with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Bulldozer passes to Cross. Here's Preston. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and it's blocked. And he gets it back from deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, it's not just point guards that can pass the rock. Here are the assist leaders among shooting guards over the span of the last month. You look at Lewis, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
And that list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. The way those guys distribute the ball from the 2 spot is a thing of beauty.
It almost seems like they're more like hybrid guards. They can create opportunities for their teammates or handle the scoring duties themselves. Either way, they're valuable to have around.
Now here's Lewis. Inside, intercepted. Here's the Bulldozer. Offensive rebound. Mr. Fundamentals. Excellent D there from Williams. Los Angeles leading by 5. The professor passes to Lewis. Let's go. He can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Here's the bulldozer. Williams with the block. Here's the professor. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. The professor's got 9 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
The numbers for the bulldozer. How he performed last season. 15th in scoring and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Los Angeles on D. It's Fields on the wing. Dallas again missing. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-5 run here.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's the professor. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-point basket by Dallas. Count that one.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Got a piece of it. It's Fields on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's the professor. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Dallas has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Passes to the bulldozer. Lets it go. But they recover it. Allen dishes to Fields. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Shot clock at 6. Here's the bulldozer. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Lewis. And there's the pass to Man from downtown. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Mavericks trail by 13. We've got Mr. Moves. Also the professor out there. Bulldozer is out there with Shake and Bake. And it's Terry in at the 4. Sutton passes to Allen. Here's the Bulldozer. 5 to shoot. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Prez out there with Beasley. And there's the Bulldozer. Then there's Allen. And it's Fields in at the shooting guard position.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Stolen by Terry. The professor passes to Mann. He kicks it to Lewis. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. They get it back. Terry the pass to the Bulldozer. Beasley with the steal. Loads it up for Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Mr. Moves. He's got 5. Pass to the professor. Knocked loose. Here's Sutton. Here's Mr. Moves. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. And the Mavericks call time here. We've seen the professor really having a great game.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Well, you look at the professor, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Here's Preston. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Payne looking around. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the paint. Passes it to the professor. His three-pointer's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 14. Pass to Prez. Here's Preston. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go for him. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Sharp, the pass to the professor. Buries the long-range jumper. The professor's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Los Angeles. make some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shoots from 12. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Mann. Off target with his three. Mavericks trail by 17. Now the pass to Cross. Prez with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Payne passes to Preston. Can they get it? Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Payne passes to Cross. Another three for Dallas.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Pass to Mann. Here's the professor. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Cross. He's guarded by Williams. Rebound by Williams. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's the professor. Knocks down the three ball. The professor's got 26.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Passes it to Sutton for three. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus. I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the inside, Preston. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Here's the professor. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Los Angeles, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too. They've missed some shots. But more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Jet Smith. And guys, for Los Angeles, Kenny, what's your take?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like? Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strike.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Farrell, shake and bake out there with the professor. Then it's Williams. And it's Sharp in at the 5. Here's the professor. Lewis passes to the professor. And Williams throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's the bulldozer. Nice jump shot. Good. The Bulldozers got 10 points. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's the professor. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Here's the bulldozer. Lewis covering. There's the pass to the bulldozer. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from 18. They grab their own miss. Cross passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Pass to the bulldozer. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Another shot. Rebound by Williams.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Here's the professor. Misses the 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Lewis, left side. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lewis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Dallas calls timeout. Dora, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Well, you look at the professor, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Beasley, the pass to the bulldozer. And here's the fast break. Here's Farrell, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Lewis on the way. Covered by Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. Farrell for 3. On the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Cross. They need this one. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Terry. Farrell passes to the Bulldozer. Lewis on the wing. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3 ball is good. Lewis has got 5 points in the quarter.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Cross. Lewis covering. Takes a 3. Drains the 3-pointer. The Bulldozers got 13 points.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
The Professor passes to Terry. Pass to the Professor. Beasley comes to the double team. Here's Farrell. And the layup's good off the glass. Farrell's got his second basket of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Bulldozer passes to Fields. Feeds it to Beasley. Here's the Bulldozer. 13 points in the game. Allen inside the 3-point line. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Allen's got his first bucket of the night. The Professor passes to Lewis. To the middle, here's Terry, and he makes good on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Mr. Moves checked in for Farrell.
And here are the numbers for the Professor. Great showing for him last season. First in scoring, first in shooting percentage. And he also ranked number 2 in steals. Just great anticipation to go along with that quickness to capitalize.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him. Now here's Prez. Preston gets the bucket.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Los Angeles leading by 23. Man passes to the Bulldozer. Here's the Professor from deep 3-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. The Professor's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Mavericks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Cross passes to Sutton. And they're moving it up. Here's Man. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's the Bulldozer. 13 points in the game. Clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Here's Cross. Again, the Mavericks score. Here's the Professor. He's got 34. From deep. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas, Allen is out there with Ellis. And it's Fox, and it's Howard in at the 1. And it's Fox with the rebound. And it's Fox with the ball for the Mavericks. Howard finds Allen. Young against Fox. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Outside Howard. He's off on that one.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Now, here's Fox. Howard up on top, guarded by Woolridge. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Woolridge against Ellis. Shoots from 12. A nice shot by Woolridge.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Dallas. He's got an injury to his elbow, specifically his elbow joint, and it looks like it's a pinched nerve. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
He misses the free throw. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Dallas has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15 for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fox. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here is Woolridge. To the left side wing. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to G. Ellis outside. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Here is Howard. Fox looking it over. There's the steal. And the pass to Woolridge. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by Dallas. Mr. Fundamentals got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here is Woolridge. Howard with the steal. Outside, Fox. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Allen's checked in for Mr. Fundamentals. Here's McMillan. Pass to Young. Here's McMillan. He's guarded by Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. Woolridge dishes to Young. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Woolridge's shot is off.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Now, here's Howard. Now, here's Fox. Nice D from Woolridge. 1:03 left to play in the final quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the professor.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Here's Fox after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Over to the left wing. Here's Howard. The shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.